Welcome to Model Horse Tack School. My name is Carrie, and today, no, we're not going to make this. I'm not releasing this pattern. It's too advanced and it's unteachable. But I want to be able to make more of these, not necessarily in this pink Barbie style. This is based off a full-size, the real-life Barbie saddle that somebody posted on Facebook, and this is my version of it. And I'm not done making the modifications I want to make. And eventually I'll make and sell them in, a two-tone brown instead of pink. But the inspiration piece was a pink Barbie saddle, and it was really cool. So what I need, though, is these pulleys here. These are sculpted, and they're mirrored. And I don't want to have to sculpt these every time. So I'm going to cast these. So I sculpted these. These are out of Sculpey. And they're a mirrored pair, as close to exactly the same as I can get them. They're not exactly the same, but they're close enough. And then after they're baked, I have to put an enamel sealant on it. And that's because the silicone rubber that I'm going to use does not react well to sulfur. And there's sulfur in Sculpey. So you seal it with enamel all the way around. And then it's safe to use with your silicone rubber. And I bought this stuff on Amazon. It doesn't even have, I don't think it has a brand name, but basically it's just a silicone rubber in 2 parts. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, and it says 6-hour cure time. I just leave it overnight. 40-minute working time. That's good. So it's really simple, and it comes with these little measuring cups and comes with, your stir sticks. What it doesn't come with is something to put the mold into. So I was using these little cups, and what I did is I cut it so it isn't, that big. And then that's my first mold. And I can use it. It's off the edge, so that's just experience. I would actually probably sticky glue these to the bottom so that they don't, move when I'm pouring in the rubber, because you can't see where they are. But that's my first molding. Came out really well. These came out without a problem. I would probably, if I was going to do this a lot, I would buy some cups that don't have this angle, because when I go to cast it, the casting, it won't sit in there. I'd have to do some shaving of the mold to get it to sit in there level. And you do need it to be level when you pour the casting material in. So this is just the silicone rubber for making the mold. And you can make a mold of anything. You want to make a mold of feet, hooves, heads, ears, whatever. And you can do it. And this stuff is really, because it's a silicone rubber, it's all bendy. So it's easier to pull off. I'm not doing a 2-part mold. This is just a 1-part mold. So that's the easiest ones to do. It's equal parts, and I used 15 milliliters on when I did that one. I'm only going to use 10, and so put that till it gets up to the mark, the 10 mark. It'd be easy if there's something dark behind it. You don't really even need the measuring cups if you can just eyeball level on 2 different, and I would do 2 different cups. Don't mix these till you're ready to mix them. And then compare. Yep. And so then you have to put them in something to mix. So these get a reusable container, or you can get one that isn't. Anyways, you want to go ahead and put this in. Scrape your sides, because we're not dealing with a lot, so we want to not mess up the magic. I know there's a lot of videos out there, but this is specifically to model horses. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could learn how to cast. You could probably cast English trees, you know, Western trees. Make your own so you can stop buying. Just want to show you, like, this will be my second mold that I've made, and then I'll show you the casting too. And so you can see it's easy, right? We want to take the fear out of it. Once you take the fear of the unknown out of it, these things it's fun. It's actually fun to do this stuff. Okay, it says to stir for 3 minutes. And that's to make sure that it's nice and mixed. And scrape it from the sides. And I'm not going to make you watch me do this for 3 minutes, but... And I don't think I actually did it for 3 minutes on the other one, but that's what it says to do to make sure you got it thoroughly mixed. Pull it from the sides. Mix it really, really good. Now you got 40 minutes work time, so that's really cool. Okay, I want something that'll keep it from moving. So, no sulfur in my glue. And then I would pour from the outside. Since I had that one move. And you really just need enough to cover. Because you don't want to waste it. Stuff's not really that cheap. I mean, overall it's not that expensive, but it's probably not going to be enough. I'm going to need a little bit more. Okay, let's do another. We'll do 5. Thought I did too much the last time, so maybe I didn't. Let's just do 5. That'll give me 10. And it does say to mix in a smooth container so you can scrape sides, which is why I won't be using these little containers for mixing. The important thing is to remember, because you have so much work time, you can do something like this where you can add more if you have to, because you have time. I like how they've made it all so simple for us. They made it simple for us. Alright, it's not a lot. So we get that all mixed up and scraped. So now we're just going to let that sit. 6 hours. Something you can do before you go to work. Get home from work, and it's ready to move to the next step. Okay, so it's been in 6 hours. Actually, it's longer than that. I just let it sit and did other things. So plenty of time for this to cure. Doing something to try and loosen it from the side. And then let's see if I can get this underneath it. Pull it up. There we go. Look at that. That's a mold. And I still have my originals. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Okay. I hope that's taken the mystery out of mold making. Thank you for spending time with me today. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. Have yourself a really good day.